Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for joining me here. Today, the 11th of August of 2023, and we're doing a divine spread, my dear friends. It is Friday. So just a moment before the weekend. It is holiday season in the Northern Hemisphere. I feel that it's a huge weekend for getaways and family time. So whoever is in that situation, I'm wishing you a wonderful long weekend if you are having one, enjoying your holidays or family gatherings and doing leisure things that you like to do, things that are not in the norm. So breaking a cycle. Let's see what's going on in a divine spread. I'm using today the Druid Craft Tarot deck. I've taken the Major Arcana cards from this deck so we could see the general energy. Now the divine spread is usually done on a Friday or on a Sunday, so I think last week we didn't get to do one. So we haven't done one of these spreads for a while. Let's see what's going on with it as the moon is transiting through Gemini, preparing to ingress into Cancer, and of course we're a couple of days away from the Venus-Sun conjunction, everyone. So I'll be doing an astro update today, later on today, so I can just give you a heads up on what's going on with the astrology, as there are very important things going on. Now Venus is so close, Venus in Leo, retrograding, is so close to the Sun that she's not visible, she's being burnt out, but she's preparing to ingress into the heart of the Sun. So that could bring clarity, could bring a new beginning. Obviously it is an ending of her cycle, and usually with the Sun, because the Sun does speak to happiness, right? It's the inner child, it's heart matters. This could possibly bring clarity pertaining to Venus and the Sun conjoining in the sign of Leo. So the Venus star point, which I've been talking about. So themes of Leo will be coming up. Leo is the inner child. It is creativity, inspiration. It is heartfelt matters. It is the natural fifth house. So you may be creating something. I mean, there's a lot of ego going around. Leo, the Leo shadow side could be ego. Because of success, because of confidence, too much confidence, too much being, in a high position. Leo does speak to art, and it speaks to risk taking, it speaks to being up on stage. So there's a lot that we've been hearing about actors and actresses and what's going on with people that are in positions of being well known in the world. They're leaders, whether they're in politics, whether they're on the cinema, on the big screen, up on stage, whatever it is. We'll be hearing a lot of stuff, and we have been hearing a lot of themes pertaining to theatre and actors and actresses and breakups. Remember, Leo does speak to flirtation and fun and dating and taking a risk. Leo is fixed fire, so there's the temperature has been on high, where fun and happiness and dating and meeting people, getting out there. Remember, Leo can speak to extravagance. It's all about showing off what you own, what you have that makes you feel special. Now, if you're not on Patreon, please consider joining us, as we do look into the astrology a lot, and I'll be talking to you today here on YouTube about some of the cycles that are going on, some of the connections. But we have spoken about the month ahead, and we've done the analysis on the astrology for August. We do go into more detail. So I'm going to do an astro update today and just give you some information of what could possibly be going on. We're practically at the midpoint of the cycle of Venus retrograde, everyone. So asking for guidance from Spirit in this divine spread. What is going on in the divine spread? Because we're reading the energies, and remember, this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate for all of you. And I'd like to thank you in advance for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. A divine spread could speak to any matters at all: work, family, friendships, love, right? All matters could come up. We'll see what comes through from Spirit. Thank you, dear Spirit, for your guidance. Usually this spread goes from a week to week, but take the messages as they resonate for you. And it's the 11th of August today, the 11th of August of 2023. Where are we coming from in the past? From a heartbreak, from a disappointment. Three of Swords. What is hidden that we don't know about that will be showing up for us? We've got the Hanging Man. So something has been unclear. Now, Three of Swords could speak to, other parties being involved. Doesn't mean necessarily that it's a love triangle for all of you. Where love is concerned, heart matters nevertheless, and the heart is the heart is what it's all about right now, because that's what Leo is. It's the heart, right? So themes of Leo will be coming up for sure that we'll be looking at. And just looking at the last Venus-Sun conjunction, well, we could be talking about 9 months ago when Venus was direct. But we could be talking about either 4 years ago or even 8 years ago. We do go into these details on the Venus star point analysis that we've done. So if it sounds weird and you don't understand what I'm talking about, then do consider joining us on Patreon as we do go into the finer details. But with the Hanging Man here, first of all, it speaks to an ending of a cycle. It speaks to release. It speaks to someone seeing things from a higher perspective, from a different point of view. Remember, the Hanging Man is Pisces. It rules the 12th natural house. It can speak to searching for the clarity, or someone's vision is being cleared because there's been confusion. Pisces, yes, can speak to unconditional love, but it can also speak to deception. 12th house speaks to karma, a release, a needing to release some karmic situation, or doing the work pertaining to that, or something that we're needing to release and let go and just go with the flow, that we've been dead set on trying to create for ourselves, but we're coming from a place of disappointment. So maybe possibly also missed opportunities, the interference of others or other situations, right? This is what is hidden. So we've got the Hangman, and we see the halo around his head, which means he's being enlightened. And Venus in the sun, in the sun's embrace, will bring enlightenment, will bring clarity to matters pertaining to heart. This is also a card of sacrifice. Some of you could be sacrificing or just releasing a situation that was not working out for you. Let's continue. Recent past, what's been going on? We've got a 9 of Pentacles. Virgo energy. 9 of Pentacles is someone who knows their worth, someone who is single, someone who is in the Garden of Eden, but they're feeling lonely. They have things around them that make them feel abundant, materialistic things, right? And Venus Venus's rebirth. She's going from the evening star to the morning star, which means we're more focusing on the physical, tangible, or practical side of Venus for the next 18 months, dear friends. For sure. And that's until the next, obviously, Venus retrograde. Venus retrogrades every 18 months, but there are different cycles. There's a 9-month cycle, then there's an 18-month cycle. So logically, after 9 months, we should have some clarity about what is beginning right now. That will be the middle point. So 9 of Pentacles, feeling that we are surrounded by abundance. Now remember, we are not reading reversals here. So some of you may be feeling the opposite, where you're not feeling the manifestation, the abundance of the 9 of Pentacles. It's like you're putting in extra effort, extra work, and not seeing the turnaround, the rewards. Remember, we are in retrograde season. We've got so many planets that are retrograde. So it's not about starting something new, it's about revisiting the past. Okay, so the recent past is the 9 of Pentacles. What's going on in the now? Because Pisces, yes, is sacrifice. It is possibly also having worn those rose-colored glasses. Virgo is more about discernment and seeing the truth, looking at the little details. That's what retrogrades are good for. What's going on in the now? We have the 2 of Wands. Possibly a choice or a portal that opens up. Today is the 11th. I do see 2s as 11s as well, as like a portal or opportunity. Now in the 2 of Wands, this does speak to our vocation or our career or our desires moving forward. And I always notice that he's turned his back on a past, I don't know, project, desire, something that he wanted to create for himself in the past. Maybe he needs to let that go. This is like being ready to take off, spread your wings and fly. There's something to do with long distance. Possibly this could be Sagittarius energy, could be anything, like any sign. So Leo and Aries. He does hold the world ball. So what I see with that is that there will be an opportunity, some sort of enlightenment or an aha moment, some sort of light coming on that sort of opens up the opportunities. It's being on the verge of a new adventure, I feel, with this 2 of Wands. Let's see what is crowning this reading. We've got the Page of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. So something to do with perception, communication. Remember, this is a messenger. Remember, this is more Gemini. So because there's choices, Gemini is also the twins. So possible difficulty in making someone's mind up. It's interesting because we've got a lot of mutable signs, Virgo, Gemini, and Pisces. Mutable means transmutation, change, fitting in to a situation, making the changes that are necessary and not being stuck and fixed on a certain situation. Now, this could speak to studies as well. We know that the pages, especially the Page of Swords, could be a student. There could be something that we are learning. We could be going through a learning curve as well. But we do have a messenger, a message of truth, a message of clearing the air as to what this disappointment or this no was about in the past. Let's see what's going on. And this could also be someone having made a decision and communicating that. Let's see what's going on in the action and advice. We have the 4 of Cups. Now, 4 of Cups is usually an emotional lack of happiness or focusing on other matters and not focusing on the hand of spirit coming in with the Ace of Cups. It can speak to boredom or just emotional check out. I'm not here. I don't want to hear about it. I don't give a damn. I'm not looking elsewhere. I'm wearing those, I've just got tunnel vision. I've got tunnel vision. I don't want anything else. I want to return back to this could be a reconciliation. Three of Cups does speak to a reconciliation. It speaks to three people. It speaks to some sort of a meeting, someone being stuck emotionally in the past where there was celebration. I usually see the Four of Cups as missed opportunities returning. And this is what could possibly be playing out for some of us. Why am I saying this? Because of the retrogrades. And not only that, Jupiter will be retrograding in a few days, just early September. So we'll have the opportunity to go over the blessings, maybe not having focused on what we did have, maybe not having seen something as a blessing. I think that this is the potential here. So the action and advice is to get out of that tunnel vision, open up your mind, your heart, your perception, and be open, because there's an opportunity that is coming in. Okay, let's see what the possible outcome is. And we've got the High Priestess. Pisces, Virgo energy. High Priestess is strong intuition and trusting in your higher self. The High Priestess many times, dear friends, can speak to a third party. It can be the other woman, or this is something to do with mysticism, seeking advice. It's as though Spirit is giving you the advice, the wisdom. Trust your intuition. Trust the signs. Remember that she holds the wisdom. But there's something pertaining to secrecy, a spiritual connection possibly, maybe seeing more clearly through your third eye. Trust your intuition, and I would suggest meditation on the Venus-Sun conjunction. Take time out, take time and be in solitude, be in quiet. See what comes to you, okay? Let's see what the divine position holds. Dear Spirit, how are the stars aligning? What are they bringing in? What are the possibilities of the stars alignment? We've got the Two of Cups. So this is an agreement, this is a meeting, this is a soulmate connection, this is let's agree to disagree. Remember the High Priestess, she's a 2 as well. We've got a 2 of Wands. We've got a 2 of Cups. So we go from, we were just concentrating on the 3s, right? We're going back to the 2s because 2s are showing up. So it's like taking a step back, just like the retrogrades. Let's see. We've got the 8 of Swords, where someone's perception is that they are blocked, they're imprisoned in a certain situation. There's not much that they know. They need to trust their intuition. They're feeling as though they cannot move. There are blockages, there are restrictions, and this is all about the thought process and negative thinking. Let's take another card on that. And we've got the 7 of Cups. Pisces is very strong here in the reading. It's interesting because Saturn is transiting through Pisces, and we're coming slowly into the Virgo season. We've got Mars and Mercury in Virgo, which are opposite Saturn. So we've felt the disappointments, the negativity, the blockages, the inability to communicate. It's been as though a door has been shut. It's all about grounding. It's all about clearing the air, I would say. With the 8 of Swords, it's as though we're going to be given an opportunity to revisit a situation and see that truly there are many doors open. maybe also through the help and the guidance of spirit, we would know what are the choices, what choice to make. Now, this could also speak to someone else's clarity and their situation, like things being up in the air, and they are needing to make a decision. Now, we've got 9 cups here, and Seven of Cups could speak to trying to escape a situation, maybe having a little bit more to drink, any form of escapism, because there is fear, a fear of being bound. Maybe also, I get that someone here is not wanting to believe what the signs and the synchronicities and spirit is trying to tell them. There's fear. I get that there is fear. A fear of an ending, a fear of releasing, a fear of sacrificing. And I'm going to say, because the 9 of Cups is an energy of, I do what makes me feel well. And Leo is the individual. Leo is, this is what my heart needs. This is what I desire. This is what brings butterflies in my stomach. This is what makes me feel good. Venus, the feeling of Venus. Venus is a good feeling. It's feeling loved. It's feeling valued. Right? Let's see what's at the bottom. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, I would say. And the Queen of Pentacles is someone that's quite grounded. Now, she's very motherly. She's very slow to act. She's very there for everyone. She works extra hard to provide for others, right? She could be a business owner. She could be a mother herself. But she could also be someone who is wanting stability, something long-term. Now, Queen of Pentacles holds the Ace of Pentacles. We've got the 9 of Pentacles here. This is what's missing from the recent past. It's like that last pentacle, which it is the Ace of Pentacles in actual fact, dear friends. So it is an ace. It is something that's promised. So the divine spread is telling me that we need to trust that there will be wisdom. We need to trust in our higher self that there will be a portal, an opportunity that comes through. Remember that there's a sense of abundance in the High Priestess, and the pomegranates, they were the food of the gods. There's a sense of abundance here. Now, we're having a full moon in Pisces on the 31st of the month of August, and that's going to be a second full moon in the month of August. So it's a very important time where matters of the moon are concerned. So emotions, home, the past, even our physical body is the moon. It's our subconscious. It's things to do with our personal life, with our personal securities, financial or emotional. Let's see what this Queen of Pentacles is sitting on. So we've got the Knight of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini or Libra, 5 of Wands. This speaks like arguments. It brings up arguments and discontent, and there could be internal conflict. This could be a group effort where 5 people are not on the same page. It doesn't have to be 5 people. It's like speaking different languages or being on different levels and not being able to communicate clearly. And that's why we've got the Knight of Swords. It's like there's frustration here, huge frustration pertaining to communication. Now we've got the Page of Swords here, and we've got the Knight of Swords. He brings in a lot of information. Possibly for some of you, this could be something legal as well. Possibilities to do with legalities, information missing. Queen of Wands. So whatever it is that we desire to create, there is a sense of ego here. There's 6 wands here. Now remember, fire is all about desire and action and attracting, but also chasing. Right? So we've got explosive energies pertaining to the past, but also the ability to create even though there's internal conflict, misunderstandings, not being on the same page, lots of changes have been happening. What is promised here is something long-term, something of value, something of great value. And of course, it could be a new job, it could be a new business that some of you are creating, that could be a promise. There's a promise of a return, a beginning, right? There's a beginning here with the Ace of Pentacles that she holds. Of course, it could also be a long-term relationship. And let's see what the Karma Dharma speaks to. Dear Spirit, what's going on with the Karma Dharma? Pertaining to roughly mid-August, coming up to mid-August and around mid-August of 2023. Just letting you know, on the 16th, which is 5 days from now, there's a new moon in Leo, and it's going to be a very aha moment of a new moon, as it can be very challenging as well, because Venus will be with Black Moon Lilith. It's like the raw, divine, feminine. She demands respect, she demands justice, and we may be losing it, losing our minds, doing things totally out of the norm. And this new moon is also squaring over to Uranus, which can be a tower moment. It could be a huge energy, an energetic release. Possibly also because Uranus, you know, Uranus can be some sort of a major shift, a paradigm shift, a shift in consciousness as Venus is being rebirthed. What is the potential moving forward, please, Spirit? What is the Karma Dharma? Thank you. I think that this is our card, dear friends. We've got the Death card, my goodness. Scorpio. Scorpio comes through a metamorphosis, an ending, and obviously with Venus now being rebirthed, she is going through a death process. It's like we're needing to trust our intuition and release anything that's been toxic in our life. And the Death card, of course, is Pluto. It can speak to forms of control. It can speak to anything that's been poisonous, dark thoughts, fears. And you know, with the Queen of Pentacles being the general energy, she knows how to stand on her own financially. She can provide for those that wait on her, those that wait from her, not wait on her. She waits on others. She's there to serve. And you know, the Death card, which is the natural 8th house in the zodiac Scorpio, is about money that comes in from a partner, from another source. So financially, it's like Spirit is saying, do not stress. There are many opportunities here, and you've got the ability to stand on your own financially. Remember that High Priestess could also be someone that is advising others, someone that holds a position of, you know, giving knowledge, providing clarity to others. So I don't know if some of you could be into mysticism, astrology, tarot reading. This is greatly promised. Remember, Pisces is unconditional love, but it's also the ability to see through the veil. So there is, even with the High Priestess again being Pisces, again it speaks to endings and new beginnings. It's like not wanting to accept where you've been. And because Venus is retrograding, she could speak to situations and people returning from the past that we may be seeing just unexpectedly, coming to an understanding, wow, okay, such and such has returned. What are you going to do about it? For some of you, it could be you're leaving a chapter in the past, a huge chapter in your life where you've gone through a major metamorphosis. It's like you're cutting the cord, the umbilical cord, right? You're cutting that last string that, you're holding on to, the past. It's like spirit helping you do this. So there's like a rebirth, coming into a brand new cycle. We'll take more cards and see what's going on. What is going on, dear spirit? Let's take the fortune telling cards before we take another layer. There's the imprisonment. There's a lot of worry and a lot of stress here. That's what I see with the mouse here and the lock. There are blockages, huge blockages, and it's a number 29, which equals an 11. The imprisonment can be Saturnian energies. Remember the Eight of Swords. It could also be our perception. It could also be some sort of an open wound that we're dealing with, as Mars transiting through Virgo is in an inconjunction over to Chiron in Aries. And Chiron in Aries is that open wound pertaining to the warrior. Dark thoughts in our perception and about not being able to take this journey, about not wanting or not being able to become the leader. Aries is the warrior. Aries is the new cycle. And with an inconjunction, there's something that we're needing to tweak. It's like we're missing the point. But Mars in Virgo is very good for that, because Mars in Virgo could be all about the details, needing to, and Mercury is there as well, being able to see the details on how this journey or this effort that we're, or whatever it is that we've been working on, trying to heal, because Virgo speaks to healing, and Virgo connecting to Aries is about that open wound. Virgo is very good with the details, so Mars is like a revving up of the situation and looking for those details, having the opportunity to do that, to heal physically, emotionally, psychologically. We've got the expectation card, so I do see her as the Empress very much so, but we see the blockages. Can you see that whoever is in prison, she's waiting on? She's on the inside looking out. They're on the inside looking out as well. So what blocks them, it could be an open wound, something that they're needing to find the healing to. So either it's a revelation, it's a key, and the key can also speak to a home. This could be the unlocking of the psyche, our unconscious blockages, the blockages that we put up for ourselves as well. Now, of course, this could also speak to timing, because remember how I always say I do see her as the Empress, and it's a very similar card to the Nine of Pentacles for me. And we've got great fortune, which comes through. Great fortune after waiting, after and expecting, but also trusting, I'm going to say. Why am I using the word trust? Because we've got the High Priestess. She's like in meditation mode here. It's like she's traveling back to the past. Remember, past, present, future possibly here, where there were blockages, where she was in a situation where she felt very imprisoned. She had to do the extra work. She had to work through those wounds, her obligations, right? She needed to grow. She needed to be able to stand on her own. And the Nine of Pentacles has turned into the High Priestess. So, dear friends, trust your intuition. that this metamorphosis is a huge one and the rewards are going to come in. Here is great fortune, the Wheel of Fortune. We've got an 11, a 10, and an 8. So we're going backwards, right? 8, remember, is the infinity symbol. It is Leo energy. It is the strength card as well. But I do see it as the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiterian energies, and also truth, release, justice. Great fortune can speak to emotional great fortune and financial great fortune. These are possibilities. But what I see is that she's got work to do pertaining to the past. She needs to revisit before she can turn around and focus on her future, because she's got her back turned to this change. And I get fixed energies as well on being stuck in the past. What she needs to do is transmutate, let go, release of something that she was dead set on. Remember, Jupiter rules Sagittarius as well as Pisces. So again, the potential for transmutation. And again, because Jupiter rules Pisces, we've got a full moon in Pisces, dear friends. So there's a lot of promise towards the end of the month. I'm going to say also coming up to the end of the month, and also till the next full moon a month later, or even mid-September when we're going to have a new moon. Right, and that will be the new moon in Virgo. We've seen a lot of Virgo energy here. So what's at the bottom? We've got the Lovers, and it's a 15. The Lovers, Gemini energy, of course, and 15 is like Saturn. It's like the devil, a very strong attraction, very sexual attraction, but also there's fears, there's karma. Right, we see the two doves here. They're in peace, they're coming together. There's possibilities of peace and rewards after having done the work, after having waited. And these are rewards. It could be a partnership for some of you. It doesn't have to be only a love connection. This could speak to a head over heart decision, but it is a divine union which has taken forever to show up because of obligations and restrictions. See this ship? It's like the shift of consciousness. It's like something that you've imagined possibly coming through. Something coming from distant horizons, from a far away place, from another realm. We see the anchor, which is rusty. It's like there's movement here, there's change, surely. And we've got a 9, a 6 and a 9, a 9 and a 6, a 9 and a 6. Of course, 6 is the Lovers, as we know, and 9 is the Hermit. The Hermit is Virgo, so towards, on the 23rd, Sun ingresses into Virgo. Remember, the Hermit is a step before the Wheel of Fortune, so time-wise, think about it and how it speaks to you. Let's see emotionally and where the psyche is concerned. What is promised here? I do feel that the Venus-Sun conjunction will be a moment of clarity and possibly healing open wounds pertaining to Venus, right? Money, value, self-worth, even peace and pleasures, right? There's been no pleasure here at all. She's been in solitude. She's been putting in the effort. She's been very patient, waiting on this divine change, on this divine timing. We've got the key, conclusion. I have been talking about Chiron, and here is Chiron. Maybe there is a possibility to find the resolution to this blockage here. There's the lock. We've got winter, so this is like finding the key to solitude, to loneliness, to sadness, and to the hibernation. finding a way out of the blockages. Now, of course, this could be a timing card for those of you that are in the southern hemisphere and in winter. This could be happening for you now. If you're in the northern hemisphere, for some of you, yes, this could speak to all the way up until winter. We do have Scorpio, so you know this is when the eclipses are happening as well. Now, the eclipses could be, because we're in August now, we're practically, are we at the middle point? Yes, we are, pertaining to the eclipses that happened in April. April and May. So that's the 5th month. October is the 10th month. So we are at the midpoint of the eclipses. So there may be some sort of a revelation now that will be completing towards the Scorpio season and onto winter. So Capricorn comes through as well. Capricorn is winter season, right? So let's see, what else do we have? We've got family. And fear. What is this fear about? Feels like someone's been in a situation, this is an open wound, and this could be a wound, a childhood wound as well, where someone's grown up from a broken family, and it's like they're doing the work now, looking for the resolution pertaining to this open wound that they've been carrying from their family. Now, for others, someone is looking for a way out. There's solitude, there's sadness within a family unit, there's fear, a fear of breaking up a family unit, a fear of disappointing their children, for those of you that are parents. Let's see what this fear is about. There's the inner child, which I was exactly talking about. Oh my God, I just got goosebumps all over me. What's at the foundation? We've got the mask. So someone staying in a family unit, not showing their true emotions. Maybe the mask could possibly be coming off. The energies are so powerful right now. We've seen a lot of Piscean energy here. Remember, the full moon that's happening in Pisces is going to be the clarity, because the full moon will take the sun's rays and bring us the clarity to things that have been hidden, pertaining to the psyche, the past, connection to family, relatives. Our subconscious wounds coming up to heal, right? There's fear of release here. But we are doing the work here, I would say. Beneath that is a new direction. So when the mask comes off, when that full moon in Pisces gives us the clarity, there'll be an opening for a new direction. There's the sun. So someone's following their heart. They're overcoming the fear. Again, I got the goosebumps. There it is. Oh my God, everyone. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ooh, wow. Just a wave of emotions come through with this. The Bound card, the Devil, Saturn, Kronos, fears, blockages, limitations, timing, heaviness, drama, an uphill battle, working hard and not seeing the results, putting in the effort and being punished for it. This is a form of control. Being controlled. It's like Saturn. Saturn shows up here. Saturn is a difficult teacher. Saturn is in Pisces. The good thing with Saturn in Pisces, dear ones, is that Saturn will give us the truth. Saturn can also help us to start to build, overcome the fears, become the elder, the wiser, the teacher for others through our own wounds, through our own experiences. And the most important things in our life happen with a Saturn transit. We get married, we get divorced, we move in together, we have our children, we take positions of power within a career path. What is the bound card sitting on? Received, karma having been received. We've got Sagittarius and Capricorn here, Pisces, Aries, and there's the guidance, there's the light. Someone having been in their cave, having needed to grow and find a way out, find a resolution. Find a resolution and a way out, and have the ability to expand their knowledge through hardships. There's a sense of release here. There is a sense of release. Remember that the Devil card is Capricorn, and of course Capricorn is a cardinal earth sign. So it's about an initiation, new possibilities, taking action, taking responsibility. But remember, it is an earth sign, so it takes time. Let's take another layer. But before we do that, let's take, a Whispers of Love. Let's see what possibly is going on in love. My goodness, I felt like I was in a trance just then. Miles off. Now thank you Spirit, the last Venus conjunction with the Sun was in Capricorn. So these last 18 months have been an uphill battle where Venus matters are concerned. Remember, Venus is not only love, she's other things as well. So that cycle is coming now to an end. And the Venus star point in Leo is, yes, we can create. Yes, we can be happy within our heart. Right? Yes, we can bring fun into the mix. These are the opportunities now. Do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. It's a number 41. What I love to see here. Yes. Look at the little, how can I do this? Look at the little hair. This is like the Queen of Pentacles. So an earth sign is doing something for someone else. So she's giving her attention elsewhere. And it's a number 5. 5 is the Hierophant. 5 is, and the Hierophant is marriage, it's family, it's tradition. Give your attention to someone else. And we see her in like the Garden of Eden. So the 9 of Pentacles also comes through with that. And that could also say that give the attention to yourself. Give love to yourself as well. Right? This could also be another earth sign. Queen of Pentacles, of course, giving love to others, because 9 of Pentacles could also say someone is already in the Garden of Eden. They have everything they need. What they need is to be able to give to others. Sharing is caring. Speak the language of love. 35. So we've got a 5 and then an 8. Loving words have the power to change someone's life, including your own. And we do have the twins here as well. Right? The twins means togetherness. So we do see someone alone in the Garden of Eden forming a union with their twin. It could be a twin flame, could be a soulmate connection, right? And there's the moon that we've been talking about. So speaking the language of love, kind words, words of love, words of support. Okay, let's take another layer and see what's going on. Why do we have the Three of Swords? What's this about? This is the seed of the reading, and it's coming from the distant past. A disappointment, heartbreak, something not going your way. We've got the Strength card. It's like something that did not work out, that you needed to be patient with. For some people, this is someone not believing that there is a true heart connection here. And it could be that someone was feeling as though the other person was connecting with them only through a sexual desire, right? That there was no heart in this connection, because I do see the Strength card as two people that can work together, that should trust each other. They should work as a team, right? Or maybe a love triangle or a third party you needed to be patient for, so that something was not meant to happen in the past. It wasn't the right time. Someone needed to know the power that they hold within themselves, their higher self. Let's have a look at why we've got the Hanging Man. We've got the Queen of Cups. So Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Queen of Cups, very loving, very sacrificing. Let's take one more on the Queen of Cups. Where love matters are concerned, and there's the Four of Swords after the three. Someone needed to heal. Someone needed to go through a release. Maybe a third party needed to fall out of the situation here. Four of Swords is inaction. Someone needing to see something. Someone needing to heal through meditation, through taking time out for themselves, right? Through working through heart matters. Nine of Pentacles in the recent past. There's the Hierophant. Someone becoming free, letting go of a commitment. And speaking of commitments, my dear friends, Juno is in the sky right now, right opposite Pluto in Capricorn. Juno is at the 27th degree of Cancer, right opposite Pluto, and right in square over to the nodes, right? North node in Aries, South node in Libra. Pluto is in Capricorn in opposition to Juno, the asteroid of commitment and marriage and nurturing and loving and being there for your person. Right, Juno can speak to contracts, doesn't only speak to marriage and commitment and, shacking up with someone. But there's a lot of pressure. Where there's been no truth, no trust, no fidelity, there's a lot of strain and a lot of heaviness. There's a grand cross going on in cardinal signs. And this is affecting those of you that have got planets or angles at the last 5 degrees of Aries, Libra, Capricorn and Cancer. We've all got those areas in our chart, so which part of your life do they take up? But the Hierophant, which is a 5, the Hierophant and the High Priestess, look at this, a spiritual connection, which in practical matters, there's great distance. We've got the divine masculine, and then we've got the divine feminine. Remember that the divine feminine is more nurturing, even though is more recessive. And recessive also speaks to attraction. It's like waiting. She's waiting at the finish line, waiting for, let's say, her spiritual other half to go through their awakening, to go through their release. Remember the 2 keys on the Hierophant. The Hierophant speaks to contracts, speaks to family, traditions. Someone is looking for a resolution and a revelation, and needing to know their self-worth, that they've got the high ability, they've got the wisdom within themselves. And this could also speak to someone letting go of a commitment and committing to the church, or committing to those, to mysticism, to those higher realms, to the angels, to God, to spirit, to a community nevertheless, a very spiritual community. Let's see what, and this could also be someone that is an entrepreneur that is into this already. So let's see what that 2 of Wands speaks to in the now. We've got the 7 of Wands. Someone is going to be called to action. 7 of Wands could speak to being defensive, or just having the opportunity, even though there's things and situations and blockages and things being thrown at us, let's say. It's like all the, our environment, or the challenges, or the naysayers, 9 Wands. 9 Wands. Let's take one more. We've got the 8 of Cups. Someone's made their choice here. They've made their choice and they're sticking to their guns. They're sticking to the decision that they've made. And that is an emotional checkout. 8 of Cups, of course, could speak to spiritual growth, but also emotionally a new cycle begins. We do have the moon up here. This could be a new moon or a full moon, maybe from the beginning of the month. Emotionally, someone is ready. They've already checked out. They've made their choice, and they're standing. They're holding the fort on their decision. They're holding the line on what they've decided to do. Right? This could also speak to a change in career for some of you. And this could also speak to possible, I'm needing to further my studies. So I'm becoming the student. That's what Gemini is all about. But this also speaks to a messenger. What does the messenger bring us? Because we see it's like there's going to be communication, open communication, truthful communication pertaining to someone's, a change that someone is going through. Is it a change of career? Is it an emotional commitment change? A change of partners, a change of homes. We've got the keys here. Let's see what this messenger brings. And we've got the 8 of Wands. Lots of change, lots of action, but also the communication and the news is that someone is following their desires. Cupid's arrows are flying through the air. They're finding, or they're bringing back a missed opportunity possibly. This could also speak to flight travel. We've got a couple of 8s, and there's another 8. It's like the infinity, revisiting, returning back to the past. Let's look at this 4 of Cups in the action and advice, and we've got a King of Cups, Queen of Cups. So we've got a match. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, could be any other sign. The action and advice. We know the King of Cups is probably focused on other things and not noticing this Ace of Cups. But if we look at the King and the Queen of Cups, she's focusing on the past, he's focusing on the future. But remember that it's like missed opportunities returning. So there's something about missing an opportunity here. Let's take one more on the King of Cups. And King of Cups is usually Scorpio energy. There's a lot of worry, a lot of stress and anxiety maybe that this king is going through. Maybe they're fearing looking into their truthful emotions, how they really feel about a person, or maybe there's just a lot that's going on in their mind, right? A lot of issues possibly also pertaining to their home. Vors always speak to a home or to their emotional life and connected to the past. So we've got Aquarius, Gemini, Libra here as well. What is the High Priestess about, dear Spirit? What is she about? We have the 10 of Wands, which is a heavy burden, but it is coming to the end. We've got the Ace of Cups. There is an opportunity. There is an opportunity, but someone is dealing with a lot. We do have the 8 of Wands. Nine of Swords, 10 of Wands, 8 of Cups. It's like and the 8 of Swords is down here. So it's like transitioning. We've got 8s, 9s, and 10s. It's like finishing off a major cycle. Let's look at that Queen of Pentacles, which is the general energy. What is she about? We've got the 6 of Wands. So whatever she is focusing on, she will succeed. She's got the opportunity to succeed. Now, 6 of Wands could also speak to the Leo energy. Could it be in the Leo season? Could it be this Venus star point that promises some sort of success and recognition? It could be the recognition from another person, or it's whatever she's creating and working on. And she could also be dealing with a fire sign. We've got a few wands. Another fire sign, so a Leo, Sagittarius or Aries, someone that's been quite successful in what they do. They've got their backs turned to each other, so there could be some ego there. She's insisting on something long term. She's insisting on being grounded. And the 6 of Wands is someone that's airborne, right? It's like because of so much success, someone needs or will be going through humbling. Right, 6 of Wands is, I've gotten to the point of success, or because we've also got the 7 of Wands here and then the 8 of Wands. Maybe for this Queen of Pentacles, there was a stage of excitement and recognition and success, but then she kept, the story still is playing out. It's like revisiting the past, going to the 2 of Wands, needing to make a choice, maybe even being someone's second choice. And then we've got the 7 of Wands, 8 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands. Now the 9 of Wands is missing, which is like, I see it as a wall being put up. But this is more about the perception, right? The thought. It's not about taking action and putting up the wall of the 9 of Wands, right? So we go from the 8 straight to the 10. So these messages, even though there could be stress, anxiety, and sleepless nights, this could be talk or communication pertaining to past missed opportunities, or someone's lack of happiness connected to the past, because remember, 4 of Cups and the King of Cups holds the 5th cup. 5 cups are someone mourning the past. So we've got an opportunity here. I've got another card. I did not say where I would put it. I will put it here just for more clarity. Remember, this is an opportunity. What are we going to do with it? Some of you may have a new beginning, a new possible beginning with a Scorpio. Pisces is here as well. Also some fire. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. The Death card does speak to an ending. Obviously, an ending of a burden, an ending of secrecy, an ending for some of you of being the high priestess or the third party. Someone's possibly making a choice. There is an ending here where there's been too much secrecy, possibly also deception. Someone is closing the door here and loving themselves, nurturing and loving themselves. And remember, this turns into the Ace of Wands as well. There's going to be clarity. We will know what it is that we're needing to leave behind. Yeah, and this is also possible. Many opportunities. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. Creating something that we love. A new project is being offered. This is like closing up a cycle, finishing off a project that's been very difficult. Remember, Scorpio could speak to abundance, big amounts of money that come from others. Let's see what's at the bottom. There's the wish fulfillment, which I was talking about before, the 9 of Cups, right? There's the Empress. So Taurus and Libra, the Empress, and a wish fulfillment, a rebirth, maybe. Remember, She's pregnant, she's creating a situation. The Empress is the high arcana of the Queen of Pentacles. So there is some sort of happiness and possible success and recognition. There is the Three of Cups, my dear friends. Lots of cups, possible reconciliation for some of you. This could also be a new contract. I think I'm going to take one card on the Three of Swords and the Strength card. We've got the Queen of Swords here. A divorcee, some sort of a decision or a ruling or some sort of a truth. This could speak to distrust, someone having lied, not telling the truth. Or this could also speak to an imbalance where relationship is concerned and one person doing the work only. Queen of Swords is, I'm not going to accept this. So Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. I want to take one card on this Four of Swords. I want more clarity on this Four of Swords, which is on top of the Hanging Man. So there's a bit of a hold-up pertaining to love or emotional happiness or even nurturing. There's the Ten of Pentacles, which is a great promise. Ten of Pentacles is support. It's possible abundance, possible, yes, a restart or an ending to a marriage. Yes, it could be, because it is the marriage card, the Ten of Pentacles. This could be support from family, financial, emotional, psychological, but it also speaks to striking it lucky. Remember the great fortune, or a new beginning, a possible new beginning. Remember, it turns into the Ace. Queen of Pentacles, the general energy, she holds the Ace. What is going on in the divine position? What is this Two of Cups and the Eight of Swords about? Yeah, there's been deception, maybe third parties. Seven of Swords could also speak to intelligence, great intelligence, someone strategizing their way out of a challenging situation. We've got 15 swords. 8 and 7 is 15. 15 is like the devil. Someone maybe, this could also be mind games, I get. Mind games pertaining to someone holding on to another person, playing with their head, with their mind, and telling them that maybe, I don't know, so many lies and deception with a seven of cups, 2 sevens. Sevens can speak to conflict, right? This can be a secret meeting, a very romantic meeting. Let's take another card on that 7 of cups, and we've got the Emperor. Unbelievable. I get here that there is a possibility that there could be another union here, and someone is sneaking away from an emperor. Now, of course, yes, it could be the emperor that's sneaking away and connecting with another individual. Remember, we have the King of Cups, we've got the Queen of Cups, we did see the Empress, we did see the Emperor. But more so, we see the 7 of Swords looking back at the Emperor and stealing away. So it could be that the Emperor is dealing with someone that has been very sneaky and deceptive. This could be something that's coming to the Emperor's attention. Now, we've got a Queen of Swords here as well. And we've got a Queen of Pentacles. Could be a Virgo or a Libra. Could be any other sign. We do have Leo as well here. What's at the bottom? We've got the King of Pentacles. King and Queen of Pentacles. What is not showing up here is the King of Swords, which would speak to a lot of communication. Or, because remember, we've got the Queen of Swords here. She speaks truthfully. What you see is what you get with the Queen of Swords. So maybe she's taken the difficult route. And that's why there's been disappointment, heartbreak. Or maybe she's someone that's still going through possible separation. Yes, it could be the Queen of Pentacles. Now we've got the Emperor, who is also the King of Pentacles. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, who could be the Empress. But we've also got the King and the Queen of Cups. So lots of messages here. Of course, the King and the Queen of Cups, they're all about emotion, emotional happiness, right? King and Queen of Pentacles, they are parents. Same with the Empress and the Emperor. They are parents. They're responsible individuals with a lot of experience in their life, lots of responsibilities. Yeah. What is the King of Pentacles sitting on? He's sitting on the Page of Wands. So possibly wanting to send out a message. There's a message of enthusiasm, possibly. This could be an Aries or a fire sign child that this King of Pentacles has. Someone who's very creative, who works very hard. Yes, it could be the Emperor. This could also be, could also be an invitation for a meeting. Could be a very secretive meeting. And this could also be, because the Emperor has got many responsibilities, it could be them stealing away for a love connection, a love meeting, stealing away from their responsibilities, because this is something they've been dreaming of, imagining, hoping for, let's say. Which, with the Death card, of course, this speaks to a major changes. Let's take one card on the Death card. And we've got a judgment, a moment of crisis, but also a resurrection. A resurrection. Here is Pluto. Pluto does speak to riches, richness. It speaks to many possibilities. Archangel Michael is saying it's time to finish up with this ending. There are second chances. There are second chances here. But also someone is needing to make a very important decision, a life-changing decision. Yes. What is this worry about with the Nine of Swords on this King of Cups? What is this worry and this stress about? It's about having what they want. It's like they cannot sleep at night because they're kicking themselves because of missed opportunities. Also, this King of Cups could be having a little bit extra to drink, escaping an emotional situation that they're in that they're not happy with. Yeah? See the Eight of Cups? We go on to the Nine of Cups. Wow, everyone. Wow, what a reading. What are the possibilities here? So many possibilities. I just want to take a couple of Sibilas. What is this hold up about in the hidden position? What is this about? We've got the dog and loyalty. So someone needed to sacrifice. Maybe they were very loyal to a family unit, to a particular person. Could also be to their family. The dog is the Nine of Cups. It's for Delta, and the Nine of Cups is on the King of Cups. So there's great loyalty, I would say, between the King and the Queen of Cups, but there are other things that were holding them back. Other obligations. Why do we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Hierophant? We've got the Nine of Pentacles again. There's deliriousness. One more. There's been some sort of what is it? A discovery. This could also be someone that is very lonely. They could be in another marriage, or they're a boss, they're an entrepreneur, they've got a big They're at the top of their game, so they have many employers beneath them. And this could also be, I feel that this is people that are quite delirious, or they're freaking out because they're discovering possibly that someone who kept their social life or their emotional life very secretive. I do feel that a lot of things have come out into the awareness of other people. And also, for some people, their family, someone's family is going to be in shock that someone is going through a possible separation or divorce. Let's look at the 8 of Cups, the now position. So 2 of Wands, 7 of Wands, 8 of Cups. We've got 6 of Cups. Denaro, the Ace of Pentacles this is. An advantageous matrimony. Now 6 of Cups is a soulmate connection. Remember, the Ace of Pentacles is also the what the Queen of Pentacles holds, and also the King of Pentacles. Someone having been in another relationship, another partnership, where there's been a lot promised, a lot of financial abundance promised. Remember, this is the safe actually, but someone now treading water and ready to take a risk, moving towards a soulmate connection, wanting to revisit the past because there's nostalgia here, and sort of taking a risk. What is this message, these messages? What are these messages that are on someone's mind? This is the crowning position. This is what someone wants to do. The messages will be talk about possible separation, new contracts, someone being in a hermit mode, coming out of hermit mode, someone who is in a position that pays others, maybe also communication about having been very unjust, having invested oneself on a particular situation that they should not have made, or even a wrong decision, a wrong turn in their past. Let's look at the King of Cups. 4 of Cups, 9 of Swords, 9 of Cups. We've got a 3 of Cups, possible reconciliation, the Belvedere, waiting on someone's arrival. This could be physical travel as well. This could speak to excitement as well, someone not being able to sleep because there's another opportunity for, if there's physical distance between the two of you, this could be news that someone's coming in, traveling. Remember, we've got the 8 of Wands here as well. Someone waiting on a reconciliation, waiting on someone's arrival. Why do we have the High Priestess, 10 of Wands, Ace of Cups, the Death card, and the Crisis card, the Judgment card? What's that about? We've got Donna de Servizio, 3 of Pentacles. Virgo energy, very helpful, positive energies. We've got a gift, 8 of Pentacles, more earth. It's all about being grounded. This could be positive news pertaining to work and finances as well. There's a gift here. There's something promised. There's a helping hand coming through from Spirit, from Archangel Michael, but also someone, this could be a Virgo, someone that service gives us, holds other people up. This is great help. And then we've got healing with a doctor, and we've got the Death card. Also, someone having been very humbled, someone that was quite arrogant and prideful. They've gone through a death process. A great metamorphosis, or they're going through it now. Why do we have the Emperor here? The 2 of Cups, 8 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 7 of Cups. We've got the Death card, Morte, 5 of Swords. We've got the L'Amatrice, the Sweetheart, and we've got the Domestico. There is a metamorphosis. This is like the divine feminine saying, I'm not going to sacrifice anything more. It's like the divine feminine says, no more sacrifice, no more conflicts. But also I'm not going to sacrifice anything more unless there is trust here. I'm not putting any more effort in. That's what the divine feminine says. Now, there's a little bit of sneakiness pertaining to the divine masculine here. Let's take one more on that domestical. And I would say also that the divine feminine, anyway, even if this is a partnership, there's been a little bit of foul play pertaining to the divine masculine. So maybe the divine feminine is not as trusting. It's like she's turned her back. Yeah? And it feels like the divine masculine is finding an intelligent way to come back in. And we've got Allegrezza al Cuore, merriment and happiness, but it's also the Five of Cups, which, as I said, there's 5 cups here with the King of Cups. So 5 of Cups is mourning the past, but not all is lost. So the Emperor has not lost all his opportunities or chances to make things right, because I feel the Emperor has been a little bit sneaky, where, I don't know, some sort of a contract or a partnership or even a love connection is concerned. Now, of course, yes, this could be third parties. Yes, we could have a soulmate connection or a very important connection coming together where the Emperor could be someone that's been very untrusting, right? Someone that needs to be left behind. So take the messages as they resonate for you. Why do we have the Queen of Swords and the Three of Swords and the Strength card in the foundation? Because Nemika was wearing a mask and she's taking off the mask, so she's taken it off. She's taken off her mask and she's got a dagger here, right? Possibly also not knowing who her enemies were, but also like revealing things that were hidden that she was holding back, or maybe there were revelations for her pertaining to another feminine. I mean, these could be Queen of Swords and the Nemika could be enemies. They could be opponents, in opposition to each other, right? So maybe this is what led to a heartbreak with that Three of Swords. What's at the bottom? And we've got Vecchia Signora, someone in a dilemma about visiting. There is adjustments are necessary here for sure, and someone is also seeking some advice. Okay. There's a lot going on. There is a lot promised. Not everything is easy. Remember the death card, a death process is never easy, dear ones. So let's see what's going on. Let's take some love cards, some love messages, and see. I don't know if this will resonate for all of you, but hold on. I want to take one Sibila on this winter card. I just want a little bit of information on the winter card, what that's about. And we've got communication. Now, it doesn't have to be only communication. The Massangini could also be legal contracts. It's the Two of Pentacles where things are up in the air. Yes, it could be someone fears communicating because it speaks to a telephone call or a message. Let's take another one. And we've got the Prigione. It's like someone was not able to communicate. 9 of Swords. Because the timing wasn't right, or they had obligations, or they were in fear, or this is someone trying to find a resolution to their winter, their solitude, their obligations, their karma. So maybe there's been quiet. Someone's been dealing with family issues. But we've got the inner child, which does promise. It does promise a brand new beginning as Sun, Venus will conjoin. So let's see. Thoughts, perceptions. These could be your thoughts, your perceptions. Wealth is not important to me. Wealth for me is connecting to my other half on a spiritual and emotional level. Nothing else matters. You left me in the dark, stuck on you. I dreamt of you before I met you. I see pain and sorrow in your eyes. Please trust that I won't ever that I won't ever hurt you, not forgive you. Open your heart and talk truthfully to me. Talk to me. Someone is demanding clarity. I want you in my life for today, tomorrow, and forever. That's the Nine of Cups, which we see on the King of Cups here. I have so much on my plate. I don't know if I can offer you anything. I have been through a lot. I really want to work on us. You are worth it. And that's what I see here towards the outcome. I'm now awakened. I now see clearly. You are the one for me. And this is on the Emperor. I've missed you. Are you happy where you are? I always think of you. You are a dream come true. I feel blessed. Let's elope. Let's try again. I love you. And you are my other half. I want to give you everything in life to make you happy. If you've received some of these messages in the past as a personal message, then know that this is important for you here. We've come a long way. Let's not give up now. We've invested a lot. Don't give up. So there are our messages. Where financial situations are concerned, yes, there's great potential for abundance and a sudden change. For some of us, this may take a little bit longer than others, dear friends. Remember the great fortune and the wheel of fortune. And fortune could come emotionally but also financially, but in both. Some of you could be connecting emotionally to someone that is financially well off or in a good financial situation. Remember the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Finances are very important. They need security, right? Three of Pentacles, justice. The World card. Venus's rebirth, maybe last time. Venus's conjunction with the sun, maybe last time a cycle possibly ended. Something has been trying to be worked out. Remember, Libra is justice and it's also relationships. Possibly because of a love triangle, or maybe someone's just throwing themselves into work with the Queen of Pentacles, with the Queen of Wands here. Someone's throwing themselves into work, creating something, a situation for themselves. Now there's a message of something secure and long-lasting, but something that took forever. Something that took forever. Six of Pentacles, lots of Libran energy here. Lots to do with relationships, long-distance relationships. Dealing with someone that's physically at a distance, collaborating, maybe possibly through work as well. Having the same desires where working hard is concerned. Now, this King of Pentacles may have also been dealing with a Queen of Wands. They may have a fire sign child, so take the message as it resonates. And if you're interested in a personal reading such as this, then do not hesitate. I do offer these on my website, dear friends, so you can always say, I want a reading like the one you did with this title. Let's say it was a divine spread. Okay, and we can look at this only for love, or only for business, or only for family. Okay, it's such a versatile spread, which I've formulated years ago. I don't know, I've done like 300 episodes of a divine spread, and I know a lot of you like this spread. It is my creation, and it does make me feel proud because it's just a beautiful reading, and it does look like a horoscope spread, right? So there's always the ability to add an extra layer in this reading, but it's just going to be way too multi-layered here and will confuse you. So I'm just leaving it as it is. I want to thank you so much for connecting with me, my dear friends. I'm wishing you a wonderful weekend. Look out for the Astro update. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. It helps the channel get out there. The algorithm is not working for us at all, and I'm really seriously thinking of making major changes. If something doesn't change, it's like beating a, dead horse. I'm not going to stay in a situation that's not giving back to me. It just doesn't work that way. It's not feasible. So anything, any sort of support from you, even just liking the video, does help greatly. So whatever will be. Come what may, I'm going to say. And let life show us the way. That's what I think. That's my perception of things. All right, my darlings. So wishing you all well. A special thank you to my patrons. I mustn't forget, always. Thank you for your support, my dear patrons. Those of you that would like to join us on Patreon, thank you so much. You're always in a draw once a month to win a free reading. We do 3 free readings every month for our patrons. And lastly, I'm wishing you well on the Venus-Sun conjunction. If you know your rising sign, then you know which area of life Leo is for you. If you're not familiar with that and you are looking for guidance, you want your rising sign, you need to know your birth time. You can always email me. It's a free service. I'm willing to do that for you. I would need your birth place, your birth day, and your exact birth time so that we can get your correct rising sign, and I can email it back out to you. So if you know what your rising sign is, then you know which part of the chart, which part of life, Leo and Aquarius, we always look to the opposite sign. Which part of your life, which section, which sector of your life Venus is retrograding and kissing with the sun now in the next couple of days. So I'm wishing you well on that. Let's just hope for the best for everyone. Much love to all of you. Thank you so much, my dear ones. Looking forward to connecting with you again. As I said, look out for the Astro update. That's coming up next. So talk to you soon. Namaste.